Most guys think that moment is about them. Bro, you are so wrong, and I say that with love. I'm a woman. And what's actually going down inside her body and her mind in those exact seconds? You have zero clue. And that gap, that space between what you think is happening and what she's actually experiencing, that gap is costing you everything. So, today I'm giving you 5 raw, real things she feels the moment you finish inside her. Stuff she'd only ever whisper to her girls at 2 a.m. over wine until right now. And I'm going to give you the one move that destroys all of it in under 3 seconds. Stay with me, because number 1, it hit me so hard I almost didn't put it in this video. But before we go there, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now. Because the stuff I talk about on this channel, nobody else is saying it this directly. Alright, let's get into it. Number 5. The flood. When her body blows open before she even has a chance to stop it. Here's what most guys completely sleep on. The second you finish inside her, something shifts in her, and it is not physical. It's emotional, and it's violent in how fast it moves. Every single wall she built to protect herself, the ones she spent years constructing, they just collapse. All at once, without her permission, her body sends one signal before her brain even wakes up. He chose me for this. And that hits like a wave she never saw coming. This is what women mean when they say they felt completely exposed after, and they are not talking about being naked. They're talking about something cracking open behind their ribs that they were not ready for. I felt this. He was still close, still warm, and something in my chest just unlocked. I didn't choose it. My body just said, "You're open now." And from his side, he saw absolutely nothing. But I was standing in the most vulnerable moment of my entire night. And here's what most guys do in that exact window: eyes shut, body gone, completely checked out. She is the most open she will ever be. And nobody shows up to meet her there. Don't be that guy. Keep your eyes open. Look at her. You don't gotta say a word. Just be there when the flood hits. She will never forget the man who stayed. Number 4. The scan. She's reading your face before you even take your next breath. I have never told a man this before, but I'm telling you now. The second after he finishes inside me, while he's still catching his breath, I am already scanning his face. Not casually, desperately. My heart isn't pounding from pleasure. It's pounding because what his face does in the next 5 seconds is going to tell me everything I need to know. Does he still want me? Now that the chase is over, now that there's nothing left to pursue, does he still look at me like I matter? That's the scan. Every woman runs it. 5 to 10 seconds, full read face, energy, body language, and she's looking for one answer. Is he still here? Or was I just the destination? I need y'all to understand this. The 30 seconds after he finishes matter more than the 30 minutes before it. This is literally the conversation we have with our girls. So do not roll over. Do not reach for your phone. Look at her like she is the reason, not the result. That one look is all it takes for her scan to come back and say he's still here. And that changes everything about what this moment becomes in her memory. Number 3. The spike. The fear that crashes in right behind the pleasure. Okay, this one is wild because from your side everything just went perfectly. You feel close to her. You figure she feels close to you too. But something completely different is firing in her brain, and she will never tell you. Right there, in the warmth, while you're still inside her, her mind time travels. Not to tomorrow. To the version of you who stops trying. The version of this that was the peak, and now it's only downhill. The spike is completely irrational. She knows it's irrational. Her body does not care. I felt my chest tighten around something that hadn't even happened yet. He was right there, warm, present, still inside me, and my brain invented an entire future where he pulled away in about 10 seconds. I almost cried. Not from the intimacy, from the terror that it was the last time he'd be that close. That's the spike. Knowing it's crazy doesn't stop her body from feeling it. And the men who actually understand this, they know exactly what to do. They pull her closer. They don't disappear. And just like that, they diffuse the spike before she ever has to say a word. If what I'm saying right now is shifting something in how you think about her, smash that like button right now and subscribe. Because what I'm about to share next, the claim, I almost cut it from the video. It's too personal. Keep watching. Number 2. The claim. When her body decides you're hers, before her mind agrees. This is the most counterintuitive thing about this entire moment. She knows logically that nothing has officially changed between you two. But her body is not running on logic right now, not even a little bit. When you finish inside her, her nervous system reads it as being claimed. Not in a controlling way. In a he just did the most vulnerable thing a man can do and he did it with me way. Her system fires one message. I am chosen. I felt it low in my belly. Not sensation. Something deeper. Like, my body made a decision about him that my mind hadn't even voted on yet. I felt claimed. Like something ancient just whispered he's yours and you're his and your body already knows it even if neither of you has said it out loud. I've talked to so many women about this, and the answer is always the same. Feeling him finish inside you is the moment that feels most like belonging. Not romance, not love, something older and heavier than both. Her body reads your most unguarded moment as the ultimate trust signal. So pull her closer. Say her name. Not, that was amazing, her name. She will remember exactly which one you chose. And that one word will live in her chest for a long time. Number 1. The surrender. When she stops deciding and starts knowing. I promised you this one was worth the wait. Here it is. The surrender is the moment when every single thing she carries, the second guessing, the self-protection, that voice in her head always asking, but is he really, goes completely quiet. Not because of physical intensity. Because of what she felt about him while it was happening. Presence, trust, desire, and him finishing inside her sealed it like a lock clicking shut. Every woman I know has had hundreds of these moments physically. We can count on one hand the ones that triggered the surrender. The difference was never what happened. It was what she felt about him while it happened. I wasn't going to share this, but without it, everything else is just information. That night, when he finished inside me, I didn't feel sensation first. I felt certainty, like every question I'd been circling for weeks just answered itself in 1 second. My eyes filled, not from the physical, from the feeling that he was completely, entirely there. That neither of us was performing. I turned my face so he wouldn't see what that moment did to me. But my body had already decided him, this one. And I've never been able to undo that decision. You can't manufacture the surrender, but you can make it possible. Be present, not performing. Just there. When that moment comes, don't close your eyes and sink into yourself. Stay with her. The men who trigger the surrender aren't doing more. They're doing less. They've stopped the act. And she feels the difference in her entire body. Now, I have to tell you the one thing that destroys all 5 of these in under 3 seconds, because it happened to me, and I still feel it. Everything was right. The flood was starting. The scan was running. My body was already moving toward the claim. I was almost at the surrender, and then it was over for him. He exhaled, rolled onto his back, and said, "That was great," with the exact same energy you'd use to describe a burger. And something in me went cold. Not angry, empty, like a fuse blew inside my chest. Every wall that was coming down slammed back up at once. That's the checkout. The moment she realizes his experience was completely self-contained, that she wasn't part of it, she was just present for it. This is the thing women tell each other that men never hear. He didn't do anything wrong. He just disappeared. And her body, which was in the middle of deciding to trust him, reversed that decision in 3 seconds flat. So here's the whole instruction: just stay. Stay present for 60 seconds longer than your body wants to check out. That 1 minute is the difference between a man she had a good time with and a man she absolutely cannot stop thinking about. If you only take 2 things from this video, make it these. First, keep your eyes on hers through that moment and after. That one thing activates the flood, passes the scan, and shuts down the checkout. Second, let the silence after exist. Don't fill it. Don't perform. That silence is where the claim lives. That silence is where the surrender happens. Most men rush right past both of them. Don't be most men. If she goes quiet after, she is not upset, she is processing something bigger than she expected. Hold her closer, not looser. Say her name. Let the silence be intimate, not awkward. 4 things. Everything changes. The flood, the scan, the spike, the claim, the surrender. These are not techniques. This is what's already happening inside her every single time. You're not learning tricks. You're finally understanding what she's been feeling and desperately wishing you knew. Every man she's been with was focused on what happened. The man she cannot forget was focused on what she felt. You're that man now. Go be him. Drop in the comments which one hit you the hardest. Which one made you realize what she might have been going through while you had absolutely no idea? I read every single comment. Talk to me. And subscribe, because I am just getting started with what I'm willing to say out loud.